thin white screen, and the large hard-shelled head was over top of them, kind of as a helmet, and then they had this big poofy kind of backside that made up the butt of the duck character. The costume was interesting, but a little terrifying in person because you saw the kind of like the silhouette of a human face being stuck through a white screen right underneath the bill of the duck. So 1955 rolls around and Disneyland opens, and as we know, Walt didn't have characters to tour around the park, and so he borrowed the Ice Capades character costumes, and in daylight with flash photography, they really were an interesting sight to be seen because all of those little details like the big gaping neck holes could be seen pretty clearly, and the contrast, well, they just stood out quite a lot. And so you can see there's definitely a human person's head underneath the duck bill of Donald there, which is a little bit terrifying, but hey, what are you gonna do? 1960 rolls around, and Donald hasn't really made a bunch of appearances until the late 60s when they debuted this new costume that was quite unique and interesting. Had a much fuller body, had more of like a potato sack body that was a little bit filled out with polyfill, some bigger, wider plastic shoes, a big open duck beak, and the big round eyes with the big blue hat. The eyes kind of had an interesting, there really wasn't a lot of consistency. Some years they had a big black line around the eyes, some years they took it away or they made it smaller or thicker. It was kind of all over the place, but it was a very unique and much better looking Donald that they rolled out, and everyone certainly appreciated it. 1978 then comes, and the Donald Duck head continues to be reused. The mold is used over and over again, but just covered differently, but the body gets a significant change in that he gets 4 big white buttons on his shirt, gets the nice little sailor collar there with the big red bow, and he gets more of a pear shape with web feet for the first time, in fact.